Okay, abusia be makwa abasronko so ereba POG Media so abusia yembonra yensem no Mahama Ayariga majority leader of parliament Addo Afenyo Markins atoto ne level abusia enye asem keto akra na there was some debate na ekoso a Mahama Ayariga silence Afenyo Markins about entropy na opese Ocha anase fra na opese ofra public nani about Bank of Ghana expose na say abano say Mahama Ayariga no wa expose Afenyo Markins ne NPP amanyoko na busia yense momremo yenko na yenkonkoti ensema course na answer na ebeko no say ensem kan bi afasha ye comment section like na share ma front so answer into me enkabi POG Media so medamase.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for indulging us. Mr. Speaker, in the order paper today, at page 6, item 17, there's a notice of a committee meeting, a committee of the whole, in this very chamber. And the agenda is for the governor to apprise the House on the cost of the construction of the new Bank of Ghana headquarters at Ridge, Accra, and related matters. Mr. Speaker, let me state for the records that this side of the House is not against accountability. It is not against a state institution coming to this house to apprise us of its activities. It is part of our duties to disseminate such information to our constituents, and it's within our right to demand for same. However, the preliminary issue we have, which was initially raised by my respected colleague Habib Idrisu, the first deputy minority whip, had to do with procedure of initiating our rights. Rights are exercised but through some process. And we know that this is a house of rules and procedure. And equally guided by the Constitution, standing orders, etc., etc. It is our case that for the governor of the central bank to come, the matter should first be raised on the floor, either through a question, a statement, or some other means in accordance with our rules. Order 91 of our rules allow a member to bring up an issue of urgent public importance. Our rules under Order 114 also allows for motions to be filed. Mr. Speaker, when a motion is debated, there could be consequential directives which would then pave way for a head of an institution, a constitutional body, to apprise the House. So all our cry is about procedure. For the records, this matter, although came up in the 8th Parliament, it has never come up in the 9th Parliament. No member of Parliament has filed a question, filed a motion, neither has any member filed a statement, which statement has been admitted by Mr. Speaker, resulting in the need to bring the governor of the central bank to this chamber. However, in all fairness to the majority leader, he raised the matter at the business committee meeting where he chairs. And eventually in the business committee report he presented last Friday, he did indicate that the central bank governor is being programmed to apprise the House today, and same has been advertised. Our side is of the view that in spite of that process initiated by the majority leader, the right procedure to trigger our jurisdiction as a House would be for the matter to be properly raised. Mr. Speaker, this is all our prayer. It is therefore in your hands to take a decision so that the House can make progress. I thank you.
Thank you very much. I will give the floor to Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the practice of this House regarding asking questions is known. Mr. Speaker, this House does not only ask questions in relation to matters that have come up during debate or during the sitting of the House. In this House, any member, by our standing orders, can ask a minister, the head of an independent constitutional body, or even a colleague member of Parliament, any question of any matter that is within the bosom of that person. I can actually ask the minority leader a question about a matter that is within his purview as minority leader, because he is chair of some committees of Parliament. I can ask him a question about his functions in relation to that committee or any matter pertaining to that committee. I can ask any member of Parliament a question relating to your constituency, because that is what our standing orders say. There's no provision in our standing orders saying that before any of us asks a question of a minister or the head of an independent constitutional body, that matter must have risen in some debate. No. When did that happen? When? Since the time you became minority leader, when did you amend the standing orders? When? This is common practice. Questions have been asked today of the Minister for Local Government, and he is here to answer. Are there matters that have arisen in some debate in this House? No. It's the same way. Whether the matter has arisen in this House or not, we can ask questions. And in this case, the matter arose, and it's common knowledge. And the rules say that if the matter is of public interest and within the bosom of the head of the independent constitutional body, that we can ask them questions. And I gave the Speaker notice. The Speaker said, okay, go ahead. Then I went to business committee meeting. I drew the attention of business committee that because these questions are asked at the committee of the whole sittings, for independent constitutional bodies, it should be at committee of the whole sittings. So I requested for a committee of the whole sitting today for the governor to come and answer the question. And at business committee, they agreed. Your members were there, 4 of them. They did not object. We came to this House to present the report of the business committee, and I repeated it. I indicated that at business committee, it was agreed unanimously that the governor will be scheduled to come today and come and answer a question specifically relating to the cost of the Bank of Ghana head office building. Nobody objected in this House. Nobody. The only matter that you objected to was the issue of the allocation of speaking numbers to both sides of the House. Everything else was adopted in this House. And the clerk then wrote to the governor, summoning the governor to come and then address us, answer the question, apprise us of the cost of the head office building of the Bank of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I don't know what this hula baloo is all about. I don't know whether there is an attempt to run away from that answer. I don't know whether people are afraid of the information that the governor will be providing. Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that the public has an interest. Thousands of people demonstrated in this country. In fact, this House, about 136 members of Parliament marched to the old head office building of the Bank of Ghana to present a petition in relation to this particular matter. I am surprised that when a governor becomes available to come and give answers relating to the cost, some people will seeking to run away from it. Mr. Speaker, what is all this? Let's just sit and listen to the governor. Let him tell us the cost. It's a public asset. They use public money to procure it. And we represent the public here. And we want to know how much it costs. How is that an issue? Even if there is, let's say that some anomaly in the procedure, please, in the interest of the public, let us hear him. Oh, it's okay. All right, it's okay.
Suggestion is that they have received a lot of questions. Let them clear it. Then once they are done, we can come in with our, then they will do the final answering.
With all due respect, I want the governor to factor the questions from minority and majority leader, then we call it off, please.
Chairman, I'm not having
yes,
exchange.
you may yield to any other person you are entitled
no,
so
I'm
to do.
not yielding.
Yeah.
You've not gotten the trust of my submission. What I'm saying is that we've had over several questions. They have about 25 questions to answer. I am only pleading. Our duty is to guide the chair.
Yes.
So that let them answer those questions.
Your point is well noted. What I intend to do is that add your questions so that they will take it in the whole.
Chairman, there may be a follow-up. You see? Oh, come on, Mr. Please, Chairman, we are asking the final set of questions. There may be follow-up emanating. So let them answer. We'll take further note because I've taken note. Then when we come,
Honorable Minority Leader. At what point will you give me the opportunity to moderate?
Chairman, it's okay. Let's okay. Chairman, the governor in his introductory remarks, in his intro, he indicated that they, as a bank, have a duty in ensuring financial stability. And that duty they would not depart from. He is also giving us a professional response to the general concerns on the streets of Accra. Indeed, to demonstrate transparency, he told this House that he came with those in charge of the project. And they are available with us to answer questions that may come from this House floor. Chairman, in the 6-page report from the governor titled Report to the 9th Parliament on the new corporate headquarters for the Bank of Ghana, named the Bank Square, dated Bank of Ghana, March 5, 2025. Indeed, the entire report does not raise any irregularity in respect of the subject matter. The central bank governor relied on this report. We convey to you our respect to you for that sincerity. The allegation of irregularity today has been put to a peaceful rest. In your submissions, you highlighted the following. One, that even the standard costing procedure is lower than the industry market price. Significant. As contained in your submissions, which submissions have become part of Hansard, and it's a matter of public records. Two, you have also shared with us as the people's representatives that the variations were occasioned by necessity. The necessity included one, security, which was not initially considered. Two, the need to have a system that would generate power. A recycling facility. You've also indicated that indeed this also necessitated the variation. Third, you've added, and this came through the project manager, that apart from the building, the original tower, there were other additional buildings that were originally not considered as part of the original bid. I'm happy that Hansard has witnessed all these explanations. Hansard has witnessed all these explanations. A moment ago, Mr. Chair, this room was filled with
million United States dollars. At the time of the inauguration of the building a few months ago, the media reported that the building cost $250 million. That's what the media reported. But by today's briefing, we are getting to know that the actual cost of the building is $261,773,268 million United States dollars. United States dollars. So this is the first time that those of us who have been at the forefront demanding accountability, demanding information. I have personally written several times.
I am to inform you that taxes are not part of the 260.
Yes. So taxes are not part of the 261 million. Taxes is more than that. So if we added taxes, which you say is 46 million, then nobody interrupted you. So whatever it is, when you construct property and it's being valued, they don't value the property separate from the taxes. The value is the value. So the point is that the governor has come today and we've gotten to know the true cost of the property, which is that it cost 261,773,268. It is not 222 million, and it is not 250 million. The point that the statement also reveals is that for several years, the Bank of Ghana has been wanting to build a new head office building. And that one day themselves wrote to PPA. They themselves proposed a property that cost $100 million. They themselves proposed a property that cost $100 million. That the PPA gave them an approval to construct a property valued at $81 million. So you yourself, the bank, you went to PPA and said, we want a property valued at $100 million. And PPA said, no, go and construct a property valued at $81 million. Today, you have come to tell Ghanaians that in spite of the fact that PPA says go and construct a property valued at $81 million, you have gone and ultimately you have maneuvered and you have constructed a property worth $261 million. $261 million from your own request of $100 million, from PPA directing you that it should be $81 million. Today, you are telling us that the property you constructed cost $261 million. Mr. Chairman, I listened carefully. The contract was for a building with all its facilities and design. A building that initially was going to be 73,000 square meters. A building that was going to be 73,000 square meters. Then there was a decision to redesign it, and the redesign produced a bank building that is 107,736 square meters. So the square meters, please pay attention. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Why are you running away from a discussion of this? Please, listen. No, listen.
Honorable Majority Leader, please address the chair. Order.
No, I will flow.
Honorable Tampuli, I don't know you to be like this. Honorable Majority Leader, you have the floor.
So the building design moved from 73,000 square meters to 107,000 square meters, 107.7. That is 46.7% increase in the square meters. 46.6% increase in the square meters. Now let's get to the price. So the price for 73,000 square meters was 121 million United States dollars. $121 When you redesigned it, and it moved from 73,000 to 107,000, the price moved from 121 million to 222 million. And that is a price increase of 84%. 84%. So you say that the indicator is the cost per square meter. You said that. The indicator. Why are you eager to defend the construction and the pricing? Why are you so eager to defend it? Listen carefully. I gave you a cost minus the security and then the ICT and then the CCTV camera, because the cost of 222 did not include those ones, because the security and all those are a separate contract. So I'm giving you just the square meters. You said the square meter cost is not okay, is 222 million point 7 for the 107 square meters. And I'm saying that how is it possible that your square meters moved from 73,000 square meters to 107? That is 46%. And yet your price moved from 121 million to 222 million, which is 83% in the increase in the price. So your increase.
Okay, abusunya wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so eye Mahama Ayariga ne Afenyo Markins in Parliament ena yede ebrem na abusunya wene ensema ekoso ebera masese moje pene kokoti sa audio we edimai aha POG Media so ebera masese